This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
There we go.
A
little bit.
Yes.
A little heavy on the finger there, Chris.
All right.
It's all right. All right, it's 6 and a couple pennies. I'll call the meeting of the Cottage Grove Joint Landfill Committee meeting to order. Posted in the town, over by you guys too.
You bet.
All right. We have a quorum. Minutes from the last meeting.
We'll have to do it next time we don't have it.
Correct, I know that, but who was to have done them? Kim had asked me, and I said I'd ask around at the meeting tonight.
I'm an alternate, so I'm not always.
Big Paul.
But I'll do them tonight. Since
Do it
I'm
for next time.
Okay,
Find out.
all right. We'll skip number 3. Go down to number 4 right away for the bills. These are just for the normal monitoring that we do. The bill for the vent pipe installation is still being compiled yet because they had a change order because of the fact the job came in under budget. So by a couple $1,000s, give or take. So our next time we'll go ahead and approve the final expenditure for that. All right.
So we'll have a deduct change order?
Huh?
Will there be a deduct change order then?
Yeah,
Nice. That rarely happens.
correct. But it's one thing we can count on with Strand that they're pretty tight with the money, and if it's not on the penny, it's like 99.9% under time. It's under budget, so.
Motion to approve the June 11th and July 13th bills as presented.
Motion a second to approve the bills as presented. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Not much for monitoring this time because they are gonna wait until the new monitoring wells have had a chance to be in the ground for a bit, and they'll go back and sample everything all at one time. So there won't be anything this month. Update on the passive well vent installation. It's done.
July 20th, I walked it with Tina. There were 2 of the pipes had some settling around it. So I told the guys here, Public Works, to take some dirt up and fill those in. Everything else was okay. So she's issued a letter of substantial completion. And we'll be waiting for the bills to come.
Who's Tina with?
Strand.
She's the lead engineer for the whole project for us.
Great.
And I learned today in talking with Tina that Ann Betka, our DNR, is retiring in 3 weeks. So I don't, were it me and I'm 3 weeks from retiring, I don't know how much attention I'm going to give the Cottage Grove landfill. I mean, we'll still send her obviously all of the documentation to show that we did what they asked us to do, but we don't have a clue. There's been no replacement announced or anything else like that for our project. So
Wasn't the old DNR person retired too? Wasn't she the replacement? Like a year or
Yeah, she
two
was
ago?
The replacement before, when she was in Janesville,
Replacements retiring.
And
Yeah.
the current one.
yes, she's out of Janesville.
Janesville, so.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't anticipate much coming from the DNR in the near future. Unless we get some young person who's all fired up to make a name for themselves or change the world kind of thing. But everything that was needed to be done has been done, and I don't anticipate any issues.
Yeah.
Great.
Items for next agenda. I'll put the well project back on there because that should be the end of it.
Yeah.
And then also Tina will be coming, and she'll at that time also present her budget for 2022. Yes.
So that'll be a longer meeting.
Correct. But I still think we should be able to be out in time for fire.
Not in a half an hour. She takes longer than that.
Well, I'll let her know.
Okay.
I mean, I mean, not to minimize what she does, but because of the fact that, you know, the contract's pretty much the same scope of work as it has been for the last 9 years. And so if you want to hear about, you know, the previous 12 months monitoring and trends and so on and so forth, she's very good and more than willing to do that. But, you know, if you're just, because she'll send everything out ahead of time, so you'll see her presentation, you know, ahead of time. But it's up to you guys, you know.
Usually she just brought,
Huh?
thought she brought all those graphs and handed them out at the meeting and went over them.
For last year or for this year?
Or in the previous years.
Yeah.
When she's presented that, yeah.
So anyway, I'm thinking fourth Monday and
9/27.
yeah. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Okay. 6 p. All right. Anything else off the record before we do number 9?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion and a second for adjournment. There is no discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And we're out.
Stop recording.